What's up, wonderful traders? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekly Forex outlook where we'll go over the markets and break down the potential trade opportunities for the week ahead. Compliments of the season. I know people are currently celebrating the Easter break, and the Muslims also had their celebration not long ago. So I hope you guys are using this opportunity to spend time with your family, even as we are trying to make profitable trading decisions. So yesterday or today, I've been going through or going over my channel and going over some of the questions I've been getting, but it made me realize something. It made me realize that most times I just come here to give you guys like my direction on almost all the markets here, and to save time, I don't really go into much in-depth analysis because I'm trying to cover as much pairs as possible. But I think that's like kind of a disservice, because I want you guys to pick up one or two things when you come on this channel, and I feel like the best way to do that is to really see or get a feel of the analysis, how I come about most of these trades, most of these ideas, the analysis in depth. So what I'm going to be doing is, instead of going through all the pairs I have like on my watch list, I'm just going to be picking out the best, maybe 5, 6, 7 trades, and doing like a proper analysis, just so that the video doesn't get too long, but you guys are able to get the best out of it. So that's what I've prepared for today. We're going to go over, I think I took just one trade last week. Last week was really slow. I'm guessing that was because of the Easter break. It's still going to be slow because the week Monday is still break. I don't know when the market is fully going to open or when the volatility is going to get back into the market. So I understand why the market is slow, and that was why I was able to take only one opportunity. I was able to spot two, but I took just one. Yeah, I feel like I've done a lot of talking in this intro, so without any further ado, let's get straight into the charts. So last week, the trade I was able to take was GBP card. If you go over my weekly outlook video for last week, I spoke about this trade. I spoke about being bullish, and let me just break this pair down from the higher time frames like I always do. If you look over here, you can see the market is in an uptrend. It consolidated for a long period of time before breaking and coming back to retest here. So at this region here, I was looking for buys, but you don't just buy after the market. Remember, this is a weekly time frame, so this pullback here must have formed a downtrend on the lower time frames. So when you go over to the daily time frame, you see, yes, like we can see, this is a high, low, lower high, lower low. This is a downtrending structure formation. So I had to wait for the market. I'm bullish. If I had entered any position around here, I'll be looking to leave the market max at this point, or take most of my profits here, move my stop loss to break even, with hopes that the market will push all the way to the upside. But there's a thing about trading with hope. I really don't like it. I like trading more like what do I use? More facts based. And what's the fact here? When the market is in a downtrend, there is a high probability that the market keeps going down. If you want to be right more often, you have to wait for the market to break from a downtrend into an uptrend. Okay, so that was exactly what I did. If the market wanted to continue going lower, as the market came here, made a lower low, it would have come here, put in a lower high, then there would have been opportunities for sell here to continue to the downside. What did the market do? It blew past this level over here, came back, retested, and on the 4-hour time frame, which was where I picked my entry, it came here and gave us like this morning star kind of formation over here, and this was where I entered. Stop loss below, target above. Now the market will the holidays were I took the trade on Thursday. Friday was holiday, so the market just moved sideways after I entered. So I'm still putting an eye on the trade. When the market gets here, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even and hold to see if the market can get to our full take profit. So that was the trade on GBP card. I missed the trade on GBP CHF, but it was a really easy concept as well. I'm expecting the market to get to this point. Now, mind you, the market has made two big bearish weekly drops, so there's a high probability that the market could be looking for a pullback. But I don't really, what is really going to determine that decision for me is the structure on like the lower time frames. If the structure is showing me that the market is going down, I'm not just going to change my whole bias because I'm saying like I want to see evidence that the market wants to pull back or something. So if the market is giving me evidence it wants to continue going down, I'm not going to try to like geek out and force the market one way or the other. The market has to, for you to want to go in an uptrend, it has to change structure. So, but on the daily time frame, as you will see, and the 4-hour time frame, the market was still like pushing to the downside. You can see here the market made this lower high, lower low, lower high. I tried to take a trade here. This was the one I told you. The market broke too far away from my region, so I had the sell limit somewhere here with stops above. The market just dumped. Okay, I spoke about this trade last week or last 2 weeks, I can't really remember. But when after this move happened on the 4-hour time frame, you can see the market is in a clean downtrending structure: high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. So this point here, the market came and made this lower high. I got my entry on the 3-hour time frame. If you look over here, the market pulled back into this level, give us this shooting star candle formation. I entered quite late. I entered here, stops above the shooting star, targets down below. Market came back to this point here. I moved my stop loss to break even. The market came and took me out on break even, which is fine. They like, as long as the market, as long as I follow my rules, I follow like the my plan, my rules, anything. Like if this market if this had come and stopped me out, it will still be fine. What really gets under my skin is when I take a loss off of not like doing something stupid or doing something crazy, which I'm trying to do much less of this period, because there's no longer time for that anymore. There's really no time for that. So I'm just paying attention to the structure, paying attention to my strategy, and trying to go off of that. So that was the trade on CAD CHF. So this week I'm looking at a couple of pairs. And I'll break down Euro USD. I'm bullish on Euro USD. This is my overall target here on Euro USD, all the way up here. The market has broken out of this level quite strongly. It's having like a small consolidation. So two things are going to happen before I'll be interested in Euro USD. Either the market is going to pull back into this level before I look for buys to the upside, or market, let's go over to the 4-hour time frame to look at the consolidation, or the market is going to break out of this level, have a retest, rejection before I look for buys to the upside. Now let's go over to the weekly time frame to see the overall why I'm bullish on this pair. You can see this level of resistance that the market just took out, and took out very convincingly, broke out of this level so beautifully. Okay, so the next level target off of the weekly time frame would be here, at least this region. Yes. Region about here, and the final targets all the way up here. So I'm breaking down all the way from the monthly time frame. You can see that the market was in this range for a while, then it had this false break, and with momentum, boom, it has taken out the highs of the resistance. So the next level target in sight is this monthly level over here. So that's why I'm so confident in looking for buys. But we're not just going to look for buys because we have a direction from the higher time frames. This is now where we go to our daily and our 4-hour time frames to see what the structure is showing us. Okay, so either the market pulls back here, look for buys to here, potentially up to here, or we wait for the market to break out of this consolidation here, retest, that we can look for buys to the upside. Next, USD card. USD card. Market is currently sitting at a level of support, but the market is bearish. Okay, the market was bullish, making higher highs and higher lows, but the market got to this monthly level, higher low. It was supposed to go for a higher high, but it made a lower high, a lower low. So now there are two things that could happen from this level. Either the market could come push up to make another lower high where we can sell again, or the market could push down, lower low, lower high, then we could sell all the way to the downside. This is like my direction. This is where I'm coming to pick up my overall direction. Okay, now I've got this information, I can go down to the daily and the 4-hour time frame to look at the structure. Okay, now off of the daily time frame, I can already see if there's a chance the market pulls back into this level, I'll be looking to short from here down, because the market is in a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low. You can come up for a lower high where we can look for short positions from here back down, or the market could simply just break through this level, then I could be looking for a pullback and rejection to the downside. These are the two scenarios I'll be interested in the USD card. I hope that's clear. USD CHF, pretty much same scenario, but if you come up here to the monthly time frame, you can see that the market was in this sort of range, trapped in between these highs and these lows, and the market has finally broken below this level of support. Go over to the weekly time frame, you see the same thing. So what are we going to be waiting for to be interested in this market? Two things. Again, either the market, I think this is like the direct opposite of the previous of the USD card. Either the market pushes up to this level where we could look for sales off of this level like so, or the market breaks this level of 4-hour support that's created, have a pullback, and we can look for sales to the downside. I hope this is clear. You see how we broke the market down from the monthly and the weekly time frame to get the overall direction. Now we are the daily and the 4-hour time frame where we can look at the structures, and you can see on the 4-hour time frame is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. It has not put in a lower high, but it has formed here a support level. So two things can happen. Either the market is always either going to move up or down. If it moves sideways, it's going to break in either directions, either up or down. So we're just going to be patient, sitting on our hands, watch out for a pullback either into this level or a break and a retest of this level. Then we take our positions. We do not want to be doing anything in this nasty consolidation here. So that's that for USD CHF. Euro NZD. I'm bullish on Euro NZD. The market has been bullish. The market has really been bullish over the past couple of months. Broke out of this level of this range over here and broke out into this level. Now the market has pulled back into this weekly level. So two things can happen. Okay, two things can happen. The market is currently sitting at previous resistance, weekly resistance that could be used as support. If this market is able to take out this level, like so, if you look at this level, this break here was a false break, the market broke back down. The market is able to take out this level, have a retest, I'll be looking for sales back down here. However, remember that the market is still bullish. Okay, so the market has come back to retest this previous level of resistance that could be used as support. On the daily time frame, the market is bearish because you can see high, low, lower high, lower low. So I really do not want to be buying here because this could serve as a resistance that could push the market down. If you buy here, there's no space to the upside. Plus, the market is still bearish on the daily time frame, so this could give us some issues. What I'm going to be doing is wait for the market to break bullish. If you look here on the daily time and 4-hour time frame, is also bearish. Higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is like a 4-hour time frame is bearish, the daily time frame is bearish, but this could be a potential left head and right shoulder. So what I'm actually going to be waiting for is a break out of this level, retest, then I can look for buys to the upside. Why? Because the overall trend is still bullish. However, if the market fails to break out of this level and takes this low, retest, we'll look for sales to the downside because the market is continuing the downtrending structure. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. So, how many more do we have to go? I already did Euro NZD. Do I still touch GBP NZD? Same, I think we have the same kind of like theory on GBP NZD. Yes, so I'm trying to cover like, I'll do one of each. I'll do GBP, I'll do AUD JPY because I still want to go over the indices pairs and Bitcoin. So AUD JPY, let's go over to the higher time frames and see. AUD JPY, the market has been bullish. Okay, I said bullish, the market has been bearish. It came down to this strong level of support here and it has like bounced up, but I'm going to be waiting for two things. Okay, I'm going to either be waiting for the market to pull into this area to give us selling opportunities, or break below this support convincingly, we test, then we can look for sales to the downside. This is my analysis off of the weekly time frame, but the direction is clear. The market is moving to the downside. The market hit this strong level of support and to me it's having a pullback until the market takes out a strong level. When I'll admit or confirm that the market has changed directions, the market will come to a previous level. Instead of retest and reject, it will break it. Now if you go over to the 4-hour, the daily, the 4-hour time frame, you see this move as a trend. Higher low, higher high. So you can buy from the higher low to the upside. This is how trend reversals, like this is how ideally you can make sense of trend reversals. But if I come here, because this is a level of support and I can see this strong bullish candle and I just start buying, forgetting that the major trend is to the downside, the market could push up a little bit, boom, take us out because the trend is to the downside. So let's go over to the daily time frame and see what we can make of this. On the daily time frame, we can see the market came to this level, rejected strongly, is pushing all the way to this level, this weekly level of previous support that could be used as resistance. Go over to the 4-hour time frame here. Like I said, the past 2 days were really slow because of the break. So I'm guessing that's why we're seeing like this dead kind of sideways kind of price action. So this week, either the market will push into this level, give us opportunities somewhere around here like this, or the market could break down and give us an opportunity, some like so. So I'm bearish on the AUD JPY, but I'm going to be waiting to see the direction the market, how the market forms on the lower time frame before getting in. Let me look at the indices. I did an analysis last week and I called out buys off of this level. Up to this point, the market came shy of the final take profit and kept falling down. I'm not going to say I'm surprised. I know that this level had a high probability of giving us issues, but I thought the market would like I just wanted the market to hit like a 1 to 2 probably before pushing down. But I'm not surprised. If I'm being honest, I'm not surprised that this level here is giving us the kind of issues, because if you go over to the weekly time frame, just go do top-down analysis. You understand, you have clear understanding of most things if you're able to do top-down analysis. You go over to the weekly time frame, you can see that the market double top break. The market is made a strong bearish move to the downside, came over at this level here and rejected. Go over to the daily time frame. This is what I want you to see on the daily time frame. Look at the structure: high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This level could push the market down for a lower low. If this market wants to have a full-blown reversal, the market will come and take out this level, retest before pushing to the upside. So it will not be wise, even when I took that buy from you, it will not be wise for me to take the buy. I want to push it back all the way to the upside. I don't know if that makes sense. So from here, from this level here, it's expected for there to be selling pressure at this level. Why? Because it's a structural, this is a previous level of support that could be used as resistance. And that was exactly what happened. The market came here, did this double top kind of P, and it's now coming down. If the market is able to take out this level, retest, then we can see sales to the downside. Let me take one more. Let me look at Bitcoin before we end this video. I don't know how many minutes we are at now, but I'm sure we have taken quite some time to do all this analysis. Bitcoin, I called Bitcoin to the upside. However, we weren't able to get an entry because I wanted Bitcoin to test this level of support here. It just traded shy away from the level, and it's moving sideways. It's moving sideways. Now, where is my overall direction for Bitcoin? Let's see. The market is bearish. Double top, lower low, lower high. I was anticipating the market to come and put in a lower low, but the market came here and gave us this strong bullish engulfing. This is why candlestick patterns, chart patterns, all these things are really important at key levels. Okay, how this key level came and gave us this bullish engulfing. On the daily time frame, we broke back above this previous level of support that could be used as resistance, and that's why I was anticipating. And if you see where I made my call, I put the market comes here, give us rejection. Where do we go? Up here. This is where I'm expected to take my profits, or majority of my profits. Why? Because this could be used as a higher time frame resistance to push the market down. However, if the market is able to break this level, then you can have all this space to the upside. But me buying here and wanting to hold all the way up here is doesn't make much sense, because the market could come here, find resistance, stop you out, to take you out at break even. So that's why I said, if the market gets here, we enter, take our profits here, then we could wait for a break and retest of this level. But since that hasn't happened, we are still here. The market is moving sideways. We're just going to be waiting to see what the market does around this level here. If the market breaks it, retest, we can look for buys to the upside. But if the market breaks back below this level, I'm not going to be selling down here because the space is just too little. I could be waiting for the market to break, retest, and I could sell here all the way down to this point here. I hope this helps. I hope I've been able to break down and do this technical analysis in such a way that you are able to gain some value from this video. Do also like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your trader friends and family. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll do well to get to your questions. That's going to be all for this video, guys. Compliments of the season once again, and have a good day. Bye for now.